Now, if you're interested in expanding your small business or creating a small business from home and using an apparel printer, well, today we're going to talk about a new solution launched from xTool that's going to give you that explosive capability. We're going to talk about the pros, we're going to talk about the cons, we're going to talk about who this product is for. So make sure you watch the full video and take advantage of the discounts. We have a link for this product in the description area that's going to allow you to get well over 30% off the product today. We're looking at a product that's going to be available in the next 30 to 60 days. So let's get right to it. xTool just launched an apparel printer that gives you a lot of flexibility and versatility when it comes to printing. Think about this. If you'd like to be able to put a color print or design on any fabric, which includes cotton, polyester, spandex, denim, and you'd like to be able to do it with high color accuracy, this is going to be something that you'll want to listen to. Matter of fact, the solution from xTool uses high quality industrial grade print heads that give you G7 certified color accuracy. And if you're asking yourself, what does that all mean? Well, it just means that the blacks are going to be black, the reds are going to be reds, yellows, oranges, they're all going to be true to color. And if you have a photorealistic color, meaning a person, a dog, a cityscape, a landscape, maybe you're on vacation and you want to see those ocean crispy blues or sands or the greens, you're going to get that with this because the way the technology works, it basically gives you that color accuracy by creating a layered print. Let me explain to you what DTF is, and that is direct to film transfer. Basically, it's very similar to what you would see in a color inkjet printer, where a sheet of paper comes out of your printer and an inkhead basically is laying down color by color your graphic. Well, when it comes to printing on a shirt, it basically uses a film. And that film, same process, there is an inkhead that's actually laying down the print. But at the very end of the color that's put in, you basically have a white layer that gets incorporated that forms almost like a diffuser or a block from the base color. So the black doesn't seep through and basically challenge any of the colors that are on top of it. The red, the pink, the yellows, the oranges. Basically, it creates that barrier between the colors, keeping the color of the image intact and vibrant. So this is transformational. And the one thing about this process is that it's fully automated. Let me explain to you what DTF process really looks like. First, you basically have a sheet of paper or a film that goes through a machine and the ink is laid. Once the ink is laid, there is a white ink process that takes place. You take that sheet of paper or the film that comes out of your printer, either manually cut or automatically cut, and you put it into a receptacle where you add some powder. That powder seals the actual image that has been printed, and then you take it to an oven and you bake it. Right now, you're saying, I'm done, not doing this. Well, this is what DTF is all about. What xTool has done is that they've automated that entire process. The printing, the white coat, the actual powder coating, and the baking of the sheet that is necessary in order to do these prints is fully automated. And matter of fact, you could get a print in just around 10 minutes. So imagine if you have your current business and someone walks off the street and they bring a picture in hand and they'd like to get that picture imprinted on a shirt, within 10 minutes, that client of yours will have the product. If that doesn't sound good for you, well, stick around because there's a lot of other benefits that you're going to hear here. Now, again, customization, doing a single piece item like this is really possible. The footprint of this item is very small. So even if you're doing this in your home or you have an existing retail space, you'll be able to expand it. Like I said, the speed is great, 10 minutes to get a print, and then all you have to do is go and press it immediately. Now, it also has, especially if you're going to be doing bulk, and let's say you're doing something for a school or you're doing something for a club, you can actually have the software itself optimize the print and the graphics or the logos that you're doing, especially if they're small ones. So you can maximize the material and the sheets of paper that you're going to be printing, or the film in this case, and even just focus on maybe just selling the prints and not doing the shirts. So the business here is not just about creating apparel, but it's creating the transfers that someone else can actually press themselves. And there's a business there to be had as well. So this is an opportunity that you could capitalize as well. Now, the other challenge with this is maintenance. Now, if you're starting your small business, what I have heard as I've spoken to many in the industry that are in DTF, the hardest period was the starting period. And there's two things, not just finding the business, but also these machines are designed to be continually running. Have you ever had a inkjet that you haven't printed for a very long time, and when you go to print, You don't get a good print. You see smudges, you see parts missing, and that's because the print head got clogged. Well, these printers suffer from that same weakness. If you're not printing continuously, what ends up happening is your print heads can get clogged. And if they get clogged, there's an expense to it. You have to replace it. Well, xTool has also solved for that. They've basically created a routine where as long as this printer is connected, it's powered, and it's on, it will self-maintain itself. Clean the print head, circle the ink so that your print heads don't dry up and you get no clogs. That is a game changer. That means that if you're just starting your business and you don't have the volume yet, you don't have to worry about the expense of potentially having a machine that gets damaged for lack of use. That's incredible. So we're talking about that type of technology and that type of convenience, and something that's going to handle your growth for anywhere from a small to medium size apparel creator, as what we're talking about here. Now, as we take a look at the apparel and the printing technology, it is safe for ironing, safe for washing, normal wear and tear, stretching, all that stuff is okay. And the cool thing, and what I really like about this, especially for those of you who are looking to start your small business at home, is that the materials themselves are both certified as environmentally friendly and also healthy. So you don't have to expose your family to these materials and worry about any harm that could come from the use of it or the production of it. And for me, that's key. And let's face it, many of you are either doing this in your home or doing this in a small retail place. And it's very common for this to be done by family members, by friends, and just let's face it, any employee. So you want something that is eco-friendly and safe for anyone to handle. And that's definitely the case with this solution. Now, if there was a con in this area, one of the things that I would say is this is new technology. The fact that these pieces that were first independent, three different pieces, you had a printer, you had basically a shaker where you added this powder, and then you had an oven where you cooked it, have been traditionally separate. Now that this is combined, this is really new technology. Now, while this has been in test and there's been really good results, and I've seen a lot of people speak highly about the solution, there is also the newness risk that comes with this. But from my experience with xTool, they've been very responsive on all the technologies that they've created. And in many cases, the technology that they have launched has been always disruptive. Think about when the first iPhone was released, and think about how it transformed the industry, how your phone became not just your phone, but it became your camera, became your memory holder, became your document holder, became, in some cases, even your computer. Well, that's the kind of transformation that we're looking at here. Something that is going to really disrupt the way the apparel industry creates personalized goods and how quickly you can do it at scale or with little to no scale. So this is going to be an area that's both a challenge or a risk, but also an opportunity. Now, one other thing to be aware of is that while the maintenance has been automated, there's still a lot to be seen as to how durable this solution is going to be and how resilient will it be to self-maintaining. I don't have experience with this product. I hope to get this product soon so that I can put it through its paces. But that's going to be something that we'll look to see and see what the feedback is like. But again, I'm really encouraged by what I see. So if you ask yourself, should I buy this product? Well, let me give you a couple scenarios where you would consider it. First of all, if you're looking for a machine that is incredibly flexible, that allows you to do single prints, very little volume, or even medium, let's say small to medium volume, this is going to be the solution for you. If you're looking for an automated solution because you don't want to go through the printing, the powder process, and then the baking process, and you want it all in one, this is going to be the solution for you. If you're looking for something that can do on-demand customization with speed, like that walk-in example, this is going to be the solution for you. If you're thinking about a machine that is going to be able to fit in a retail environment, and let's face it, if you're in a mall or you're in an area, you may not have large space, but you'd like to be able to expand your business, this is going to be the solution for you. Who is this not for? Obviously, someone who doesn't have a business plan, someone who's not looking to get into apparel printing, and someone who really doesn't think that they're going to have the volume to start maximizing the use of this print solution. Extended non-use is not a good thing for this type of technology. It needs to be used. While it could have little usage, no usage is definitely not going to be something you'll want to do, because I would expect that over time, this maintenance and self-cleaning process could be limited in some way, and you'll have to replace some of the components. And you don't want that. This is definitely a solution that requires usage. So solid business plan, solid approach so that you can expand the use is definitely key to overcome that con. So guys, that wraps up our first look to the xTool apparel printer. Would I recommend it? From what I've seen and what I've heard from my friends that have it, absolutely yes. Can it transform your business? It can, but the plan is in your hands. See you in the next video.